You're still, guys, I brought you today. Parina Garang is one of the IT tech survey. He's going to discuss about. We're going to discuss today about content monetization in South Sudan and why government of South Sudan is not prioritizing content monetizations. This is what we are going to discuss today together with Parina Garang. And I think government of South Sudan will also listen to the voice of the youth, those who are creative, those who are also on social media. And we have a lot of youth, Brother Garang, those who are now trying to make some contents. And some of them, they are making now good content, a content that can make even sounds more better than any other thing. But we still have those issues in our country. Sometimes you may see that you create a content, but unfortunately, you will not get anything from the content that you create. And your content may go viral, even up to 1,000K and so. But you don't get anything on those content. And we don't know why content monetization is not approved in South Sudan. And in Kenya, near here, it is even there. If you are a content creator, you'll get your money. And if you go also to Nigeria, you go to any other African countries, you will get that people get money on what they create. So, and I don't know why South Sudan is not applying the same thing. So, Brother Garang, I will give you this opportunity to say anything in regard to content monetization. So thank you so much, and the floor is yours, Brother Garang Parina. You are welcome. This is the first time to have you here today live. You need to introduce yourself. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Akol. And I think we planned it for a long time to get live here, but some of our schedule like difference. But I'm glad today to be here. My name is Perino Garang. I'm a computer science and engineering student at Marwadi University. My area of specialization is artificial intelligence and big data analytics. But being here, guys, like monetization is available where I am right now, but looking back home, there are a lot of things which is not there. That's why voluntarily I post on social media about it all the time. If you can see on my personal account, there's no day that goes without posting about monetizations and text in general. And so many people are asking questions, and because we believe or other people thinks about it in a way that like if it has to be in South Sudan, which means like today we wake up and we just found content monetization is there. Like people mostly don't look at the step and procedures taken to achieve it, but everything need a person to start it, and over time, as people are pursuing it, it will be achieved, and that's what we're trying to do. We believe in process, things that are done on daily basis, and you pursue it every day. In South Sudan right now, there are a lot of youth who are engaged in online political fight, if you can say. You can just get somebody who is not even benefiting. They just wake up in the morning, they don't even have food to eat. They end up depending somebody online that they don't even get anything from. And for me, this is a tremendous waste of time because there are so many things on the internet and there are so many available resources. If you can use them properly and efficiently, you can get something better for your own self, like knowledge. It is not easy to understand something. There are so many platforms that offer free courses if we have that people who can really look for them. So most of our social media use, I don't see it's being used in the right way. Comparing India, for example, to South Sudan, it depends about individual and personal opinion. No.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes, I'm hearing you.
in a month from Facebook. It's more than someone's salaries somewhere in a good and comfortable job, because Facebook look at so many things like engagement and the location of your viewers as well. Like if most of my viewers are from South Sudan, definitely I'm gonna get less money compared to viewers in the India here and the United States. That's why you see people are opening like you get some of the Facebook pages that you see they just post motivational quote. You may think these people they have no time. Why are they just posting quote every day? But they are getting something, and nobody's just posting for no reason nowadays on social media. And this is the same step that we need to get. We know there are so many there are so many problems in South Sudan that block monetizations, and this is what we can address. Some people talk of sanctions, and there are countries with sanctions who are monetized. So the first issue is the payment and banking infrastructure. You know, like in in this place, you can easily like there's availability of online payment, but it's very limited in South Sudan and how banking work. Because recently, I just see even to withdraw your money from your own bank is a problem. But this is not this cannot all be done overnight, and that's why we continue to push. But instead of talking very long, I also give you a chance to ask more questions.
Thank you so much, Parina Garang, for elaborating more on content monetization. I think content monetization is the biggest problem in South Sudan. And it is one of the issues that you have been seeing most of our youth today are engaging in tribal contents, and they are also promoting hate speech. It is because of content monetization. And you know, Brother Garang, when you create something, for example, if you create something whereby you get something from it, and I think you will not be busy also engaging in the other thing which are not good. You know, if you have something that give you money, I think this is the way that you will be focusing always. In the morning hours, you will wake up and then you go and do the job because you know that you will get money from it. But I think today most of the people they saw it that if they engage making content that they will not get something from it, then it is better for them to make hostile propaganda and promoting hate speech and other things. I think this is the results of it. I think, Brother Garang, how can we solve this? We have seen now there is a tribals hate speech that most of the people are now preaching. If you can imagine, you have been online here, and when you see some people, even they are educated, they have degrees, some have master's degree and any other degree, let me say. But when they post, my brother, you can see that there is difference indeed between academic and you and the real human being. And it is something really that's surprising. And I don't know if government is seeing such a thing. And our government should also make content monetizations as one of the issue in the Republic of South Sudan. Because in South Sudan today, this is the one of the thing that most of the youth are looking. Now I can say 75% of youth are making up population of South Sudan. Okay? And if these people are engaging on social media using hate speech and other things which are not good, so what do you expect? You expect always a bad result. In your opinions, Brother Garang, seeing content monetization is not applicable in South Sudan. So what do you tell those youth who are engaging also in tribals, propaganda, and other things that you can see that are also encouraging divisions in South Sudan? So what do you suggest to these people now? We have yes.
A call, sorry, I don't know what happened to the network. If it might be a network problem from your side or my side, but
It
I have a
might.
good internet.
It
Even
was. It
I
was
check
on
my
my
connection
side.
here, and
It
the
was
speed
on
is
my
very
side.
good. Yeah, that's what I, because my internet is around 50 megabyte per second. It was not supposed to cut off.
Yeah, continue, please.
About the tribal information on the internet, it surprised me a lot to see a young man who is very potential and at this very young age. Sometimes we see in life, we need to think in a way that like what can we do for ourselves, because you have to rescue yourself first before you talk on the public issues. And most of the things that people write, you just write an opinion every day. I don't know if they're getting something out of it, but the reason is the like the circle. Because if I'm in a place whereby my newsfeed on Facebook is always about tribalistic troubles content, it infects my brain and I begin to think only that way. It's like there's less consumptions of good informations among the like most of the like that you'd get. Like you are just in an environment whereby you just get trouble content every day. Like one of the platform that I don't access right now is Clubhouse. I was having an account on Clubhouse, but I deleted it because when I go to Clubhouse, there's nothing go there. Like you just get people maybe talking about trouble things. You just get the trouble under attack, and you at some point you just feel disappointed or something. So these are the kind of content we need to eliminate completely. So and these are the very reason we are fighting. Like one of my friend from my school is Bolization Al Masri. That's how I call him, but it's called Senior Bilal. He used to be on a platform here. Like we trying to produce some of the good contents or good content on the internet. And let me tell you, some of the content that I post every day, at least in a day I can get around 5 to 6 messages of people who are inspired and they're trying to do the same thing. And there are people even who start focusing on tech right now from my post. And these are the things that we need to only post. uh, and to the youth out there, there are so many fields that you can make me. The only field that have no corruption or anything is the field of technology. I can 100% say this. Even if Facebook don't pay me, I will not say how much I get, but for you to work to get a job right now, you don't need to be in India or you need to be in the United States to work for Google. You can work remotely from anywhere in the world. You just need an internet connections, and if you have the skill right now and you can do the job, trust me, 100% you can get a job on the internet. And if somebody don't know how and they reach out to me, I always give link. There are companies who hire people overseas. Like like I remember on one of my internship when I get it was with a company in the United States whereby I work from India here to that company. Even if 2 or 3 hours per day, we were in a team and we do our work and we still get paid our stipends, and the thing goes. Even from here right now, there are companies we work remotely with them. Or you can be a freelancer. You just need to have a bank account whereby you receive your payment if it's support international payment. And we have those of bank like Equity, which are very good. So about the travel content, instead of you engaging in such a thing, you're not gonna get anything. You're just a tool being used to spread those information, but they are very, very dangerous. You are selling your future and your youthful time for something that will put in trouble with the people. The thing that we see in South Sudan, I know it cannot be okay, but talking publicly about it can just worsen the situations, especially when you post it on Facebook. This is not okay at all. So our youth need to find a way, like make a good use of internet. There are free courses online, like you can go to Coursera, you can go to Udemy, and that's what we are trying to do by posting about something that will help them. And also we post those resources. So if instead of them engaging on TikTok, insulting themselves, it this time can be converted into something very good.
Okay, okay. I think Brother Garang, as you have seen that, I think you also have account on TikTok, isn't it? You do have account on TikTok.
TikTok is banned in India. TikTok is banned in India here, but I have a TikTok account that I access through a VPN. But I don't watch videos on TikTok. I only upload, but I most of the videos I watch on Facebook itself. That's why on my TikTok you see I have
Okay,
less followers.
okay.
It is less than 100 because I don't stay there. I just post there as someone recommend me to do that. But it is banned in India. TikTok is not
Okay.
allowed in India.
Uh, Okay, okay, but Brother Garang, you have seen that technically South Sudan is really very weak, and you can see from some of us who have not even traveled to other countries, and so we are still trying a lot now to make the end meet. Of course, yes. I also have bachelor degree in computer science. I mean in IT, and I'm also I have a lot. I have a lot of knowledge, a lot of knowledge also in computer science. You know, I'm also a programmer. I am also a lecturer. Let me also tell you, and it's a pleasure indeed, yeah, to meet with you online
I
here.
know.
This is a great
I
thing.
know you are a
Yeah, yeah.
lecturer
Thank you.
at Stanford International
Yeah.
University. I see, but most of the
Yes,
time you
yes.
may
Thank
think I
you,
don't
brother
know.
Garang. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Now I brought this. I brought this to talk about the technical structure of South Sudan. Let's say in technology, South Sudan is really very far, my brother. And when you see the speed, even this live, the one we are doing now, it is only 2.9s. That is the speed of my internet right now. Imagine different different 47s from you. You have a speed of 50, 50 some. And here I'm still having even a speed of 2 point something, and it is something really very hard for us and those of us and some of the people who are now learning. You know, getting thing is really very hard. You know, technically is somehow that is really embarrassing. It is embarrassing your job because if you aspire to do something and then you wait for 2 minutes, you wait for 1 hour just to load a single page. You know how stressful is it? It is really very hard, you know, and that's why we are baking South Sudan also to really look in technology because I can see now in 20 years to come, 10 years to come, the world is going to be different. It's going to be a different part of the universe. And some of the people will wonder. And if South Sudan will be on the way back, and then most of the people are moving forward, then we are not showing anything in that. We are showing nothing. Now I want to tell you something and also to ask you a question. Brother Garang, you have seen now there are people still now talking shit about artificial intelligence, and you have seen uh, the gave that artificial intelligence is open. You have seen that it is now making a lot of things. Okay, it's now helping a lot of people. And instead of you to just to wait for 3 hours, okay, then you can do something within a second. All right, is that one bad? That one is not bad. That one is okay. But we still have some of the people here in South Sudan. If you use artificial intelligence, some of the people they will just take you as somebody who is novice, somebody that doesn't know how to think and so. What do you want to say to these people, and how do you see the future of artificial intelligence, as Garang?
Akol, like let me answer you like in all of the thing that you said. One of the thing that I personally I don't like using like speed of two to three MB per second. This is the worst speed ever, and sometimes you cannot even get things in a good quality. Even if you're doing something, it will keep on breaking, or you will just see dirty. Like it will not be in the full mode. Like if you're watching on YouTube, you can be able to watch like up to 1080 HD, something like this. This is a problem. Even right now, my normal speed on 5G is around 200 gigabyte per second because I sometimes play game, which is the speed I used to play for Call of Duty and those things. Because this is right now on an institution network, they restrict the network. It is put at 50 megabyte per second, so you don't cross it. Like it is good and it can literally do anything. This is the one thing, and the reason for that might be maybe South Sudan don't have access to direct internet submarine cable that is under the sea cable. Like it is just importing it through maybe Kenya or Uganda. That might be the reasons. About artificial intelligence, I don't know. People say that if you use artificial intelligence, you don't know something. Let me say something. For example, let me just talk of programmers. For me to write a code here on my computer, it might take me a very long time. But what if AI write it for me? But I understand every single of line of the code that AI wrote for me. I don't think there is something bad about it. Because right now, even if we are Sam Altman himself, the CEO of OpenAI, the person who opened that gate for artificial intelligence, like because AI was there, but after the release of ChatGPT, it become more popular. I think some can sometimes even ask AI. It's like because we humans sometimes we need something that can work very fast for us. And using artificial intelligence is never bad if you know what you're doing with it and you're getting the result that you want. We always need to do things very fast and in time. So if there's somebody saying that they don't want to use artificial intelligence, that they want to just be using the traditional way or the whole method that people use, they are going to be slow, and over time they will know the effect of it. They either have to use artificial intelligence in the program that they are doing to make it more fast and boost it and save more time. Because right now, if I want to code something or I want to make a project, I used to write clearly the pipeline down. I'm going to do one, two, three from here up to here. And I use AI. Instead of 1 month, I can do it in 1 week. And it is very, very fast throughout all the college. Even professors in college are using AI. Leave alone here, even in the US, if they can read the report. So there's nothing wrong about artificial intelligence. It's about you either cope up and use AI, or AI is going to affect you and destroy your job completely. Uh, this is the
Indeed,
reality of it, and we must use
yes.
AI effectively.
Yeah, indeed, Brother Garang, as you said, of course, yes. So somebody who want to use artificial intelligence, then that is the concern. And somebody who is not going to use it, that is also another concern. And if you see that if you use artificial intelligence, you will confuse or you will do what? This is your concern. But the reality is that, as Garang said, that if you use it, then it means you're saving time. Instead of you to spend 5 hours just in only 30-second job. So why? Why are you spending that time instead of you doing it just within 5 seconds and you go and do other things? There are a lot of things are waiting for you.
That
Okay, so using artificial
that
intelligence
is
is
the
very
question.
nice. It's not that bad as most of the people say. Okay, and that is the reasons I always make an example of a person using bicycle and the person using a bus, Brother Garang. Somebody who is using bicycle will reach after 1 hour, and the person who is using bus, he will reach even before 2 minutes or even 3 minutes. And we are serving the same destinations. We are going to the same destination. But for you who is riding bicycle,
And on
you will
top of
reach
that,
after
what?
1 hour or 3 hours.
Let me just put it on that. Like right now, you might have a motor or you have a car, and somebody will refuse that. I don't want to use a car. I just want to walk by foot. There's no problem. You will still reach the same destination even if you walk by foot. But that person who used the car and you foot, you guys are gonna reach at the same destination, but you will reach fast and more comfortably. But the one who foot will really know how you have to sweat, you have to suffer, you have to go through a lot of things. And this is what AI is trying to solve. So it is up to you. You need to go with the hard one, or you need to catch up with the wall and you go.
Okay, now, Brother Garang, how do you see the future of South Sudan, especially in 5 years to come or in 10 years to come? We have seen now South Sudan is suffering from economic depressions, and we have been faced by a lot of crises. Indeed, yeah, and those things, it is now even encouraging the government to focus more on economic and leaving other developments like technology behind. Okay, and the rest of the states, the rest of the world are still moving forward because they are focusing on development. And here in South Sudan, we are focusing on peace. You always see us talking about peace. We need to promote peace and developments and so forth. And the technology is still behind. So we cannot go forward, and then there is also something called development without peace. I don't know if you have that dreams of being a South Sudanese, and you have also some of visions about South Sudan. Let's say in 5 years or 10 years, how do you see South Sudan?
See, the future of South Sudan depend on the people right now and what people do. Because the most used word in South Sudan, I can say it is peace. Because everything about South Sudan, people always talk about peace, and people have been talking about peace for years. And this another different thing. But I'm seeing there's a progress in South Sudan, and the last time I wrote an article about like we need a separate ministry for IT that only focus on IT, not like separating it from informations and the media. And the reason is very simple, and this is what I have spoken before. Let me just say, the current minister of ICT, for example, which is Atany Wegatany, and we have other great minds in the country. You know, people are best at what they do better. And another person is Adab Nablion. He was the chairperson of NCA and those of the kids in this thing. And we haven't seen a very focused our investment, that is serious investment in IT. Uh, the ministry is only one, and that ministry have a lot of things on the table that it has to do. There are a lot of things that they have to do, and given the situation we are in, we always trying to make things work perfect for all of us, even if whatever way we do it, it's depend. So like a person like Adobe who is very excellent in IT, and we have like a 10 in information, because if you compare these two people together, you can see both of them are better at what they do better. And NCA is there, which is the regulatory body, and I don't know if the ministry have impact on the NCA and its operations. That one, they know it there. But what I wanted to see to improve our future, and that's what I've been talking about it every day. Like, I'm not comparing India directly to South Sudan, but there are small things that does not matter. The size of the country does not matter. What if South Sudan government take like $100,000 in a year, okay? And that money, they they look at some of the problem that people are facing in South Sudan. Like we have South Sudan, a very big country with a fertile land, and there are some of the problem that artificial intelligence can solve. The very thing we are complaining of right now. Like you, you look at the problem that you're facing and how we can use technology to solve that problem. And if you understood the problem, how it can be solved, and you you make it in form of hackathon, like you bring people to try to solve this problem, and the winner later on get this money and the second runner get this money. This is the same tactic Indian government is using today to solve some of the very problem, like drought predictions, rainfall predictions, and all those things, like to see if it's going to rain or what are the things. Like there are certain problem, if you look at the problem statement, you can try to come up with such initiative. This is one. The second thing that I really wanted to see right now, internet itself is a problem in South Sudan. People having internet, like I was told last time that if you subscribe for 100 MB or something, it does not last for 2 minutes even. It will just finish automatic. So this is one of the problem. So like this one, you cannot be able to do anything because you can only use Facebook free mode, and you cannot even watch on YouTube. I just want a government to build a very big facility, a very big, even if within the University of Juba campus, you provide internet there 24/7. How much does Starlink cost? I don't know. Whatever fastest internet they can get, they equip it there, and they bring computers, not just a normal laptop, the one that have no graphic card. You bring the one that is really good for engineering work, like with a very good graphic card. They're all equipped with NVIDIA GPUs, and you put it there like over 100 computer, and you make it open to those who are interested in computer. Let them go inside there. Like last time, I've seen you build a chatbot with one of the LLMs, like large language models. Let let those who are those curious students about tech, let them just be there. Let them play. Let them try to write code. They will end up building something that can solve one of the problem in South Sudan. Either building AI agents that is expert at the laws of South Sudan, or whatever they can do. Just leave them like that. Great thing always come from such a lab. This is what I wanted to see that people make, and I really hope they can do that one, because if you have to provide internet for everybody, it's going to be expensive. But let us show that interest of supporting those people who really need to get into the field.
Okay, thank you so much, Brother Parina Garang, for elaborating more on this topic. And I think indeed, yeah, government of South Sudan has to encourage technology because technology is the backbone of any country. Even if the India that you are in right now, it was built also through technology, and it has now thrived. If I say thrive, it means India is now in the next level in technology, uh, as well as United States and any other country, like Kenya. Kenya now is very powerful in technology, and it is not because that it just happened like that, but they work for it. They work for that development. In order for technology to be good enough, then you have to work. You have to invest. You need to put money in technology, and this is where you will get quality work. You will not get quality work when there is no investment in technology. Brother Garang, I also have a concern. In South Sudan, as I said earlier, that technology is not really making good thing. Like for example, you might be having an application, and maybe there is a business, and most of the business here in South Sudan, they are now still running traditional records. Okay, some of the people are still using papers to record the business, to do other things. And instead of just developing an app in order to solve that easy problem, some of the people they don't accept. You can find that those who buy application, these are organizations, these are institutions that buy applications. But I don't really know from this business. Now I have even like 20 applications. I have them, okay, but nobody's buying them. I have just sold only 2 applications. Imagine, and I have 20. Now I still have 18 applications. So this is what I say. It's not even encouraging when you build something and there's nobody who is going to buy it. And the dominant market today here in South Sudan is Odo. I think you know Odo, that software company. It produces application, and this company now it is the one that is spanning Juba. If you see, and they don't even trust the people. They don't even trust South Sudanese. I know we still have those those people, those youth who know how to develop. I know we have them in South Sudan, but these people they are not encouraged. Sometimes you might be having that knowledge of developing something, but there is no support that you will be supported in order to do it. You know, with this market situation, do you think that we are going to have programmers in South Sudan? We will not have them. But I don't know whether you have that plan for it.
Uh, you know, this is a problem, and I don't know why won't you trust your own programmers, or there's nothing that our programmers, like programmers in South Sudan, cannot do like those in other countries. It depends on the infrastructure you will bring. About the softwares, you know, like people look at those things like these are very, very big things. I don't know, like, but some of them they are very, very easy. We can even code them in 3 days. Like, I'm really surprised. Like, why wouldn't they go for a foreign? Like, we are killing our own industry and infrastructure and our own knowledge. Even we are demoralizing them. Let me say today, just the same way I've said earlier. Uh, let, let's say that we want to develop a system whereby like we can see our result online or anything. Let me say this now a problem, and assume that I am the Ministry of General Education. I want to solve this problem, and I also want to encourage our students to do better and encourage our programmers. Maybe I can say, okay, we have such a facility like the one of before with 100 computers there, and internet is active there 24/7. Okay, I'll put this problem in form of hackathon. Let me say, okay, the problem statement that we need somebody to build an online result checking system that can do X, Y, Z. All the feature you listed there, and only the best one gets selected. Now you let these 100 programmers get inside that house. Like they can use it daily, or they can just use it for 3 days without even going home, like what we do here in India. Sometimes we are just locked inside a very big. You only go for lunch and washroom, but the 3 days you are inside that hall working on your problem, trying to get, trying to win that hackathon. So let me say 100 programmers trying to solve the same problem, and trust me, out of that hackathon, you will definitely get one of the best result checking system, just like any other in the world. The The only thing that we need is just if it can produce the expected result as we want. And it's also another way that we carry our own programmers and they will start to build things. Most of the things that we know, giving something to the foreigners is not okay, because something to do with coding, somebody coding for you something, giving it out, it's that's not okay. It will demoralize people, and right now that's why you see many people just give up. Like in South Sudan, there's no support or anything of that one. And I really believe this message should reach them. They need to find a way that they should encourage these people. And before I was live, and that's what I've said, that the only last tech meetup I've seen was done by a group of people called the Sinas Hub, which is in Juba there, which is something very okay. And the little they get, they do such initiative, and this is what we want. And we have people like from the government, like Nablion before. He used to come with the people, interact with the programmers, and that's where things were going very well. That's why when he was removed from NCA, people were shouting, why was he removed? So the only best way we can do something is try to find something that leave about the entire South Sudan. Let's solve the problem of Juba. The rest of the country will get solved. It is not okay to just uh, also those foreign companies who are just producing you know their online software that you can find them, they get sold at $100 or whatever. Maybe they can just be resold also, or you can just rent it as a service, as a just give it as a service, like software as a service or something like this. There are also people who do it, but we want something that will really be done and fully controlled by South Sudanese. And we have the best programmers. Even in that Juba, that people say that there are no IT people. Just some of them just gave up because like life is very hard. You finding food, it's a problem itself, and finding internet is also another problem. Good laptop, no electricity. These are all factors pushing people down. But again, I would say we need that big center to be made for IT, and people just who are interested in tech, they should use this lab as something just in the national capital for everybody who is interested in IT. They should use it.
Okay, but Brother Garang, indeed, yeah, of course, you have really said something nice. And if government of South Sudan is really prioritizing such a thing, I know that we are going to get a quality job. And because of that, I know, of course, even I'm also like you. I know that we have many programmers in Juba. We know those who are really well informed in technology, those who know how to program. I know them. They are here in Juba, but because of the life and because of the technology infrastructure in South Sudan, this is the one that giving them a hard time, and that's why they are still now progressing, even with their families. That is the reason. And Brother Garang, you can see that these people, they need support, and if they need support, then it should come first of all from the government, because now using computer, it should be legally indeed, yeah. And then after you use it as a legal thing, that is it, because it will work as a legal thing. But to be legal, it means government has to be on your side. We have seen now last month, like in August, Donald Trump has called all these entrepreneurs in the United States of America. You know, he called them, he talked to them,
That is
okay, he
correct.
encouraged them because he need them he need these people to create something new. That's why he called them and he encouraged them that our country depend on you. It's not depend on any other person. And when you see now this technological war between China and US, you can see that it look like politics, but sometimes it's not politics. Sometimes it is the real action. Okay, the infrastructure you create, and also the resources that you invest. You know, these are the things that determine your technology. And you have heard also from Google's when they say they're going to invest like 5 billions United States dollars. This is a great investment. And if they invest these 5 billions, and Facebook, I mean, Meta company is investing like 3 billions, OpenAI is investing 2 millions. Now, if you combine all this amount of money and then you just give them to America, you know how many jobs are you going to create to American? How many things that are you going to also to create out of this investment? So this is how investment work, and then we need to encourage those little entrepreneurs that are in our country. So we have to encourage them so that they aim high. Okay, but if we don't encourage them, like what you said earlier, then there is nothing that will come out. Uh, Now, this issue has also raised a concern, Brother Garang. Now, you may see some of the students, they, you might be meeting with somebody who is a graduate of computer science or artificial intelligence today in South Sudan. But installing only a window or Microsoft Office, Brother Garang, is really very hard for them. Okay? Just to install Windows or Microsoft Office, leave alone the rest of the application. You know, this is really very hard. And if you see this issue, so it is banning me myself, okay, because I have a center, and when somebody come with computer and say I need Windows, and then after a while, when he introduces himself, you might find that he's an IT and he's also doing computer science, and so you will even wonder why these students are behaving like that, okay, and these things, they are basics. And then this is it, it brings me also to the concern that when you compare a professional students with the vendors, when I say vendor, these are people who are working on the roadside and they don't have knowledge in computer, and so but they have never went to college. These people sometimes they are great because they are now they have opened their shops and they used to install Windows. They also install Microsoft Office, and that is the best part of computer because when you interact with it all the time, you will learn a lot of things. But when you don't interact with it, my friend, this is where you will forget. But I don't know, what do you want to tell these students? Does it show that we don't have quality education in South Sudan? Because it doesn't show anything indeed. Yeah, being in computer science and you don't know how to install Windows, how does it look? If you tell even if you talk even to the other people in in another world, the people will laugh at you. And you have your degree, okay? You have your own degree, and you are still suffering installing Windows. And I really confuse between quality education and personal commitment. It shows that the person is not committed, and also if person is not committed, then that might be then the problem may be with the quality of education that we are receiving from university. So what do you suggest in this environment?
Okay, just let me talk of it as this way. There's no university of computer science or that teach computer science or IT that will teach you how to install Windows because this is something very, very, very basics. Just let me say today, I don't know how to install Windows. Leave about Windows alone. There are other operating systems like Tail OS and Linux and
Linux.
Mac OS. Leave about Mac. Let me say about the other distribution like Parrot and the rest. Just let me say like or a new operating system that I want to install and just by watching YouTube video, just I just want that person open a YouTube video, just say how to install a Windows by having it just on your pen drive. You will I'm 100% sure you will definitely go and install it. And one way also of computer or as a technical student is to figure thing out. This is why you want it for it. This issue of installing Windows in the market. Uh, I just want to give an advice here on it. Most of these Windows that people are selling in the market, most of them are pirates. Like these are crack Windows. They are not licensed because back then in South Sudan also because I get laptop when I was just 12 years old and I also used to pay for Windows 7 that time. And that Windows have no license. If you like it is just crack or or the license of it is activated through just like at, at the end of the day I'm just saying like it is a pirate software like the license it is using it is not officially given by Microsoft. And sometimes you're using Windows that receive no update, you're just gonna be more vulnerable because this Windows we are using today is more than just normal like this. It has some of the features that we need to use effectively. But as a computer science student, you need to know how to install Windows, and this is something very very basics that I think everybody should just know it. You're not supposed to go to the market. Maybe if you don't have internet, and and one thing more that I need to understand after Windows 7, I don't know There's something that we used to be told some years back when we were young that your Windows has finished. You need to install a new Windows. I don't think Windows has finished. Since I bought my laptop, it has this Windows 11, and I don't think I will install another Windows on top of it. It is just gonna be there forever like this until this laptop destroyed or something. There's nothing that I go to market and install a new Windows. If there's any update that come, I just update it, and it come automatic from Microsoft. So I don't know what take people to market to get a new Windows. What is the issue? This is what I need to understand.
This, these are benders, brother Garang. You can see, you can see that if you don't have knowledge in computer science, you know you'll be scammed. And that's why in computer science, we always say, you leave it there. If it is working, then you leave it. Okay? And sometimes I
If it
know
works,
some of
don't
the
touch it.
engineers, yes, yeah. And we have that scenario when you want to do something, then you don't want other people also to see. Maybe your client to see what you are doing. Okay? Sometimes it shows that you are doing nothing. And you know, these technical things, they are very easy. They are not that tough. As you said, that they need you to figure things out. They need you to think critically. If you think, then there is no any other big problem. Okay? But if you don't think in technology, this is whereby you are going to lose a lot of things. But if you think critically and you try to figure things out, then you will automatically learn. And you know, one thing that you learn will also give you a way forward. It gives you another steps. And that is steps you are moving forward. And there is no tech mastery in computer science because if you don't update yourself, maybe in 2026 you don't update yourself with the new technology, you will remain behind. You will not know the technology that is coming in 2026 and 2025 because you are outdated. And that is why always Windows come, as you said, because Windows has an update. If you have a license window, then if this new window come or if there is an update that is coming, then you just need to click update and then it will update it for you. There is nothing like window is expired or window has ended. Nothing like that indeed.
That's what I'm
Okay,
asking you
but this is
before.
this is this
That's
is the
what I'm
mindset.
asking you. That's what I'm asking you before. Like right now, your laptop is in front of you. What will make you take it to the market that you need a new Windows? This is what I'm asking because mine is working normal since I bought this laptop in 2023. Let me say it was the latest one of Nitro 5. But I don't think if there's somebody doing this one, I don't think it is possible. If they want this software like Microsoft Excel and those things, uh, how are they getting it? Because you can just buy it. I think when you buy Windows, it come on it by default. Maybe I don't know if somebody
Yes.
deleted it. The only reasons why you see you don't have them is when you install it from the market, which is the pirate version of it, and a lot of things will be missing, and you will be vulnerable to cyber attack.
Now, Brother Grang, indeed, yeah, of course. I have some observations also here in South Sudan. Uh, Sometime in creativity, maybe you are a professional graphic designer, or you are that technicians who have knowledge in graphic, and you might be seeing some of the institutions, some of the notable institutions. Maybe they want to create something out, and I want to connect it also with what you said earlier about a hackathon. Okay, because when you open up this competition, then that it shows transparency and it shows that what will come out in what you are initiating is going to be a good thing. It's going to be a quality work. But sometimes you might be seeing some of the institutions, let's say government institutions, they might be initiating, maybe they want a logo to be designs, or the one t-shirts, the one, let's say any brand. Okay, what they do always is that they don't even invite the supplies. They don't even invite those who are also good in graphic, but they just do it out of the blue. Maybe they will take it to Kenya, they will take it to Uganda, they will take it even to anywhere else, for all this thing to be done. And this will bring us also to what we discussed earlier, because in computer science, need support. If your people are not supporting you, it means the work will not move forward, and this is where you will get morale. You will not get morale when you are not supported. And when you invite all these people, when you invite people for competitions, at least there will be some of the things that are going to be nice, not all of them. And that's why in group, always we make a group in order for us to select, okay, to select which one is which and which one is which. Also in group, you might be seeing that we have people with different behaviors, people with different characters, people with different emotion. Itabalgazol, yani somebody who can insult just randomly. You might get somebody who get annoyed just simply. You'll get somebody who is calm. You'll get somebody who is also strong in speaking, a great orator. Yeah, you'll get different type of people in a group. So this is the same thing with hackathon. It's the same thing also when you invite people for competition, because you are showing that there is something that is going to happen. You need to encourage your people to move forward. I don't know if these things is still there. Now, if we bring it into content creation, Brother Garang, that's why we have thousands of graphic designers in South Sudan. But these people, they might be creating something if they are still practicing it now. But because of the environment, that's why you see them today. They are not practicing what they love because of the environment. And when we come to content monetization, you can see that even online they would have made some adverts so that they will be getting more clients. Because today on Facebook, most of the people in Juba, we have a lot of people that are active on social media. And when we try to advertise something, then automatically they will get. I think they will get. And if somebody love it, then they will just contact you. And then you will start and do it. And this is how I start my business in 2021, because I work at home. I advertise on Facebook and do a lot of things. Somebody who love me, even they come at home to me, okay, and it's a great thing. I was one of the person that brought up by social media, and I appreciate that. So I don't know if content monetizations will come in South Sudan so that we change the narrative. And if content monetization is not there, we will still suffer, Brother Garang. And let me bring TikTok also, because it's one of the social media, and making live on TikTok with a content that makes sense. I think you will get something. And I've been live on TikTok in last week, and I got like $60. They have sent it to me, Brother Garan, because of the content that I create. Because I don't go and dance, okay, like what people do. People go and dance and do this. When you see other person is having a picture, and there are songs there, then you go and copy that song, you come and play it, and now you start dancing. You see, you are wasting time, and you are wasting also data for nothing. I don't know if you have some of the encouragement to such people, let's say ladies exactly, because we have been having a lot of ladies that are active on TikTok, and they used to waste a lot of money. They also waste time on that, because when you stay on social media, you will be wasting a lot of time and you don't know. You are going also to waste money, because when you subscribe, you are going to lose a lot of money when you calculate it at the end of the day. I don't know if you have encouragements, and what do you want to tell them, such type of people?
Uh, See, this show, people dancing on TikTok right now, it is not even about girls. I've seen so many people have adapted to this word. Like you just go on TikTok and Sudan. Uh, that goes back to the motive of you using the internet. Like, why do you use TikTok in the first place? Right? Like, you want to be a creator or you just want to be watching? That depends on the person. Most of the people, they just get encouraged by other people. That's how the thing TikTok is used. Like, you need to dance there once. And that also goes back to the content creations. Not everyone who just posts is a creator. That's why you see people right now, they start misusing this media, like social media. uh, Let me say right now, if I post something on my Facebook, like one picture, if I post it, it definitely get viewed by 20 to 30,000 people, per the statistic I'm getting from the dashboard. Just one picture. If there is no monetization, like you mentioned about advertisement, some people look for audience in South Sudan, and our people are not used to running advertisement like the one you run through Facebook. They just pay a media page, and media page have to advertise them. It's also another way of you getting it. So if you are a creator, what is your motive? Like, you wanna make content for what purposes? I encourage people to be creative and adapt to you to just post a very kind and healthy content on the internet. That is all. Whatever that bring peace. If that's your goal, if you want to make content that make a difference, but just dancing on the internet for no reasons, I don't see there is something important there. Like myself, for example, I cannot dance on TikTok. Not because it is bad, but I believe like I'm not gonna get anything out of it. Like it just look like I'm just pleasing individual few people. But at the end of the day, I also need to work for myself. But if I make healthy content like about text, I also gain knowledge in the process of it. So let's find always a way to use it. And it also, I'm sorry to use, but also it depends on the literacy, because right now people scroll TikTok. Some people like they will sometimes they will just be bored. They don't know what to do. So they might have a situation there, but let them go online and find the content of their choice and they watch something very useful. Like if you are into text, you watch good content about tech. If you are into journalism, you watch about it, and everything that depends. So because the most rising thing right now I'm seeing in South Sudan is people trying to make their own media page. Like I will make something called something media and I start posting. This is what I'm seeing trending right now.
Hey, okay. Brother Garang, you have also observed this. Now, when you see in South Sudan in the statistics, you might be seeing that all the people they have a page. Let me say, when you go, let's say in society in a will where I came from, you might be seeing that everybody is having a Facebook page in regard to the names of the area or any other thing that they want to name it. You know, you can see that we have many pages that are related to news outlets in South Sudan. And if you calculate this, you might be knowing that we have thousands of pages that also release news. And I even wonder why people are making such a thing. You know, there are there are pages that we have that there are pages that are rivals. Let me say, for example, we have iRadio. That thing is okay because it's one of the media and is also one of the radio that produce reliable news. And there are also a lot of news outlet that you can. But I don't know, today you might be getting thousands of pages being created, and when you see somebody has published a post, and then you go and copy that post, okay, and then you go and post it also in your page, and it shows no intellectual property. Okay, there is no copyright at all, and most of the pages are surviving on those things, and some of the page they don't even know what they are doing, okay, in media. I don't know if you have observed this. So what do you want to tell such type of pages? Let me say, if we are not going to attack them or so. Do you have anything on that?
See, what you said about copy and pasting posts, let me point back to last year when before South Sudan basketball playing the World Cup. You know, sometimes I also find the content that our people love, and like I always make sure that I produce something that make people happy. And most of the people in South Sudan they love basketball so much, so I make sure that I produce them a lot of information about basketball. It just makes some people happy to hear about basketball. And I also make sure that I produce content that make people happy. Like last year, about the issue of Thon Maker, I mistakenly, or I have just read from another news source, which is a very right. I don't know. That time they made a mistake by posting in Arabic, and it was auto translated that Thon Maker, who was and will play in the World Cup. It was one of the mistake I made. I posted about it on my page on Facebook, and 10 minutes from there, every news start copying that post and start posting it. Some of them are very very big with 300 followers, and this thing was not true. At the end of the day, it happened not to be real, and some of them went to apologize on the internet, and that's where I copy and pasting news without verifying it is a problem. It just shows that people are not ethics, like there's no ethics and they don't even deserve to be there, and that's how fake news getting spread.
Okay. Now, Brother Grang, we are coming to the end of the program because we spent 1 hour. And this is really great discussions, and we have been discussing some of the valuable thing in technology and also on social media. And if you have been following us, I think you have benefit from some of the ideas that being given by Brother Parina Garang. Parina Garang is also one of the tech survey. He has knowledge in computer science. He
Is
also has knowledge on
Perino.
social
Perino.
media. Yeah, Parino Garang. So thank you guys, and thank you,
It,
Brother Garang, for this opportunity. And I will give you 30 seconds just to say goodbye to my viewers and also those who are also seeing us online. Just say hi to them, and then we will come and end up the program. So the floor is yours, Parino.
okay, thank you, Akol. And I was not even aware right now. It has already reached like 12:30 a.m. in my place here, which means I'm already in on Sunday. It's Sunday for me right now. In Juba, it might be right now 10 or something. And thank you so much. And to everybody watching, guys, the reasons why I came here joining my brother on his podcast because he's trying to make good program that can benefit the youth and everything to do with the youth in South Sudan is what we come and talked about it because we want to change the narrative and few of us who is doing this thing glad also we have also a huge audience on social media. Whatever we post always have to go in a positive way, and because this thing is about technology, we will try to speak as much as we could on this topic. And I call if you want me at any time. I know I'm very busy sometime, but from now up to 1st of January, I'll be free, and whatever we need me in a day or night, we will come and talk about it. As long as it's promote and to do or it produce good information, we trying to also spread good information on the newsfeed of South Sudanese. Not every day you'll be watching something very bad. We need to try to move toward innovations and creativity. And thank you so much. And everybody watching us, guys, you can also join us and let's go on the same direction. Let's try to live the other life of online fight.
Thank you so much, Parino, and I will say goodbye from now. Thank you so much for coming, and this is a great thing, of course, as you have been with us. So bye bye, Brother Garang, and we shall meet, okay?
Okay. Thank you, brother. And
Thank you so much, guys. This was Parina Garang. He has been live with us, and you have seen he has gone. And thank you, guys, for always coming. And this is a great support that you are doing. And I hope that I'll be giving you more people, those who will share their ideas here in our call podcast. And you have seen how the podcast is moving. We also have problem of the internet, and if there is any problem of the internet, I think we will figure it out. And it's because the internet speed in South Sudan is really less. It's like 2 point something megabyte per second when you upload a document, when you upload anything. And that is the big problem that we are suffering from always. And I believe that today we have been seeing that the podcast is moving and everything is nice. So we believe that next in 20 years to come, in 10 years to come, South Sudan is going to be a great country, and we are going to have the fastest internet like 50 megabyte per second, even if it is not a mobile network. Because now most of the mobile network, you can see them, they are producing such a thing here in South Sudan. So guys, thank you. This is a great support that you are doing. And if you have anything that you want also to share with us, if you want also to come live here, maybe you can just text me. You can just invoke me in my Facebook account, like Akol Mayun or Akol Podcast. And then we'll just arrange the time and then we come and talk. We converse, we make conversations on the thing that also going on in South Sudan. And South Sudan need all of us. South Sudan doesn't need one person, but it need all of us. We need our contribution so that we contribute our different capacity. And this is how South Sudan is going to be a great country. So it will not be a great country if we don't share, if we don't give ideas, but it is going to be a great country when we give ideas and when we share knowledge also. This is whereby other people will learn from us and you will learn also from other people. So guys, thank you. This is a call podcast, the voice of innovations, and you have been saying the innovation that we are talking about. The innovation is start now, and after some years, a call podcast. This is the visions. Is going to be a great the studio is going to be a great place whereby your voice could be heard, and you are also going to develop, and a lot of things will happen. With the call podcast, you will learn a lot of things. And the reasons we also open this is because we need youth who are active on social media for promoting hostile propaganda and also promoting hate speech. And so we have initiated this in order to create time for them, so that they have to create a time that they have to learn, a time that they have to learn for new knowledge, but not to engage in those uh, hostile propaganda and hate speech. And so that's why we have initiated this called podcast, the Voice of Innovation, in order for you to learn. And when you join, you will be able to think critically about the issues and about social status and also technology and education. And this is one of the reasons that we have initiated. And we make sure that the voice is heard, even if the video quality is not well presented. So make sure that the internet of South Sudan is really less. Now I'm even streaming at 2 point something megabyte per second. And some of the countries are now streaming of over 30, over 50, and so. And that is why South Sudan is still very weak in internet infrastructure, and we need our government to work on it, because technology is the backbone of any country. So, guys, thank you for always joining, and I'm really happy for the support that you always give me here in a call podcast. And we shall meet next time.